Hi guys, so we're back at Site B, and I'm going to go ahead and start working on finishing the skulls from the contest. So it's really nice out here today, so I'm going to be working outside for a change. And so I have everything that I need here except for the finish, and I'm going to mix that up here in a second, and then I'll get started. Okay, here we have two finished skulls ready to ship out. So I just need to get some boxes and get some packing material and pack these up and ship them out. And I'm going to do that in the morning because it is really late. So there's your skulls, guys. The reason this box is painted, this is the vampire skull. The reason the box is painted is because the box originally was used for aerosol cans and it had all these warning labels all over it. So I painted over the warning labels, and it looked kind of silly having these big, like, blacked out spots on it. So I went ahead and just painted it the rest of the way. So that's why this box is painted. I don't normally paint the boxes, but anyway, so we got the vampire skull, then we got the human skull down here, and on the very bottom we have a mysterious mystery box that is going to a mystery location. So if you keep up on the vlogs around YouTube, you may be seeing this box show up at the mystery location at some point next week, hopefully. So I just got back from shipping the boxes, and now I have to hurry back and start loading stuff up and hit the road, head back to Illinois. So it's going to be about a 16-hour drive. So not really looking forward to that, but yeah, we got to get back there and do our thing back in Illinois. And just like that, we are back in the good old familiar DragonBone basement shop. What was just a split second for you guys has been quite a while, actually. The drive itself is about 15-16 hours, and we usually do it straight through. My wife and I just tag team it and just go straight through rather than stopping for the night anywhere just to get it done and save money. We usually stop for breakfast along the way, and of course to let the dog out. But anyways, so just got unpacked. It's actually Monday morning now. We got in yesterday afternoon, but we were pretty tired, so we just kind of unpacked and took it easy. And anyway, so it's now Monday morning, and the vlog is supposed to come out tomorrow, which hopefully you're watching it Tuesday, which would be tomorrow. Vlog time continuum. Anyhow, and I realized that with all the craziness last week, I haven't gotten to this guy yet. So we're going to try to get some work done on this guy, hopefully finish him up today before I have to go to work. I was looking at this guy, and as much as I like the blank white eyes, I like my zombies with blank white eyes. I think that's kind of a cool look. I actually think I'm going to try and put some irises on this guy. Maybe I'll fade him out a little bit, I'm not sure. But anyhow, to that end, I have printed out some irises. And I just went online and got a eye texture picture. And for some reason it shows up as eye, which was the name of the picture. But anyways, I printed out a whole bunch of them just because I don't like to waste paper. So I'm going to try cutting out 2 of these and gluing them on here somehow. Okay, so I've got some polyurethane, and I'm going to brush some over the eyes. Still not sure about those eyes, but I guess maybe we can fix it later if necessary. So the next thing we're going to do is start working on the skin, or the rotted flesh. And to do this, I have here some acrylic latex plus silicone caulking, and this is about the cheapest you can buy. I think it's about $1.20 at Walmart as of right now. So we are just going to squeeze a little bit of this out. I'm going to use some painter's tape, some masking tape, for what it actually was intended for, which is kind of a shock, and that is to mask off an area that we don't want to get paint on. So in this case, it's the teeth, and I'm just going to mask top teeth off and bottom teeth here a little bit. I'm actually going to start painting some of this latex caulking around on our skull, and that is to just give the plastic a surface to adhere to. Okay, now I've got a plastic bag here, and I actually cut it up a little bit, and I'm going to tear some strips off. And just start sticking this plastic down a little bit here and there. So the plastic corpsing technique, or as I like to call it, shrink corpsing, was first pioneered by Alan Hops. As far as I know, the first one I've seen do it was Alan Hops over at Still B Studios, and so I'm taking a chapter from the Book of Hops for this. All right, now we're going to hit this with the heat gun and see what happens. So not only does the heat gun make the plastic shrink up a little bit, but it also dries out the latex caulking mixture pretty rapidly, which is a good thing because it usually takes, you know, quite a while to dry. I've got the handle of the paintbrush, and I'm going to use that to try and guide the plastic as it shrinks. Another idea that just occurred to me is I could use some straight pins to hold the plastic in place while it's shrinking, so I might just give that a try here instead of relying on the paintbrush handle and luck. So I'm actually going to stick some pins in here, since I do have a styrofoam skull, and attempt to guide the shrinking of the plastic just a little bit. Okay, for these next few parts I'm actually going to be using a vegetable bag. That's the kind you get, you know, at the grocery store with the fresh vegetables, because this seems to be a little bit lighter and hopefully has a lower melting point because we're going to be working around these teeth. Okay, so quite some time later, naturally the camera battery died, and it wasn't recording when I was working on this. So I'm not sure how much it actually recorded, but here is where our zombie is as of right now. I've done several more layers with the plastic and caulking technique, and just a real quick dry brushing. The first layer was that kind of grayish color, and then the next layer was a little bit lighter gray, and then this last top layer was a green, and then I dry brushed on top of that. So now I'm going to go back in and with a smaller brush and try to hit some of the different areas. very startling, very cartoonish, and not really liking that a whole lot, so we're just going to go in and pull that back just a little bit. So I went in and added some purples and reds in the underneath part there, and did a little bit of blood around the edges, and then came back and went over top of the underneath parts with a little bit of polyurethane to make them shiny, and then gave the whole thing a quick dry brushing. And I think it turned out pretty good. I might have to try this on a larger scale, but that polyurethane really adds the gloss. I like that. So the last couple of weeks have been pretty crazy, and the vlogs were kind of a little bit scatterbrained, and I forgot some things, and so on and so forth. But you know, life happens, and this is life, I guess. Vlogs are a log of your life in a way. So, you know, on a serious note, my parents are getting older. You know, I was a late in life child, so they are quite a bit older than parents typically are when their children are my age, if that makes any sense. So anyways, they're you know, they're doing okay now, but we were a little worried there. But anyhow, so the vlogs have been kind of scatterbrained, and I do apologize for that. I completely forgot to do subscriber shoutouts, and I'm also behind on sketch of the day, and I don't think that sketch of the day is going to happen today, unfortunately, because I had everything all ready to go, ready to edit last night when I got off work, and the new season of Face Off started, and it's now on Tuesdays where I'm at. So I had to watch that, and I missed the first episode, which was last week, because we were traveling, and so I was bad and watched you know, a couple episodes of that, and went to bed because we're still pretty tired from the trip. So anyways, that's my excuse. So hopefully this gets out today, which is Wednesday. So anyways, without further ado, here are the new subscriber shoutouts. And I actually have quite a few, which is awesome. I really appreciate all that. Okay, so Necrophagiac, thank you for subscribing. If you're looking for some inspiration and some kind of cabinet of curiosities, kind of really cool stuff, check out Necrophagiac's channel. There's some, you know, really cool stuff on there. Very good artist, and very cool collection, so I recommend that. The next subscriber shout out goes out to A Woken Nightmare, cool username. Thank you for subscribing. Freestyle 197222, thank you for subscribing. Chris 25 Topher, so Christopher 25 basically, thank you for subscribing. Twisted Faces, thank you for subscribing, very cool username. Satan's Dirty Wife, thank you for subscribing. And JWall 47111, thank you for subscribing. Check out JWall 47111's channel. He's got lots of really cool projects and cool vlogs up there, so definitely check him out. And that is it for this week's subscriber shoutouts. In other news, I have some kind of exciting information. I have a potential semi-indoor location in mind for this year's haunt, and I'm not really sure how that's going to pan out. I need to make some phone calls and you know, kind of get the lay of the land as far as that goes. But this year's theme for this year's haunt is going to be Monster Museum, or
haunted museum, something like that, some sort of museum kind of theme with monsters and stuff, which is kind of the DragonBone basement theme at large. So whether I do the haunt in the yard again or actually have a location where I can set it up at, that will be the theme. That's pretty exciting. I haven't really had a theme yet. I mean, last year was pretty much the first year that we were able to do a decent sized yard haunt. So um, there really was no theme. It was kind of the mishmash of just random Halloween stuff kind of set up haphazardly around the yard with some tombstones and a groundbreaker and just things like that. Yeah, I'm getting really excited watching everybody's haunts getting set up right now, and realizing that I am really far behind as usual. So, thank you for everyone out there that's taking time to vlog their setups. It's really inspiring. Just the other day, yesterday I believe it was, I was watching Halloween Hellmouth. They got their facade set up and it looks really cool. And the Bloodshed Brothers are getting their haunt put together, and that's always super exciting. So, thanks everybody for setting things up and vlogging it and sharing it with the rest of us, because that's pretty cool.